greetings for all of you. The media has made a significant impression the last 40 years. You told what Indian doctors are. You told the rest of the world what an Indian hospitals can do. And Apollo brought this for the first time. We started this so-called healthcare revolution 40 years ago. And today I'm proud to say that we are as good as any hospital anywhere in the world. I started because I'm a cardiologist. Patients could not afford to go abroad for their surgery because it's $50,000. Today, Apollo has done the largest number of heart surgeries, over 220,000 heart surgeries. At what cost? Not $50,000. At 5,000 rupees cost. At a fraction of the cost. Similarly, in almost all surgeries now, today we talked about robotic surgery. We started late, but now already this Apollo Chennai alone has done 60,000 surgeries. But what you must also compare is not a number in healthcare. In healthcare, you must also say our outcomes are better, the patient experience is better. This is where when people come to Apollo, they forget the doctor, they forget all the technology that I have brought in, but what they remember the care and compassion that our doctors have given. This is where I think the 4 C's from day one, Apollo will recognize for 4 C's. Clinical excellence. That is, whatever we do, the outcomes should be better than the best centers in the world. And give them care and compassion. Because they come with a great distress. And that is a time when you need to give that care, compassion. And fortunately, there are 2 countries which India can do, Italy can do, in giving that care, compassion. You can't buy that for a douche-mark or a dollar. And the 4th most important is the cost benefits with the outcomes. For example, transplants, we've done the world's largest number of transplants. Heart, lung, liver, kidneys, pancreas, intestine, all the transplants were number 1 in the world. But our cost is not their cost. Our cost is 1/5 of the international cost. Same thing when I brought proton for this part of the world. There was no proton in England when India had the proton. There was no proton in Singapore, Australia, anywhere. Ours was the first proton. But I didn't charge what they charge. In the UK, yes, they were charging $200,000. We charge $40,000. Because this is where our aim from day one is to enable for people the affordability and the good care. And we kept the promise. I'm sure in the years to come, we'll do many more things. As I mentioned, it's not my dream. Today it is a truth. There are 74 Apollo hospitals. We'll start another 6-7 hospitals in the next 2-3 years. But there are another 300 good hospitals in the country. So it's not only serving the country, it is serving other nations. I'm very positive. The situation in other countries, there is shortage of doctors, shortage of nurses, shortage of staff. So they will all now look for India. And I'm sure India will become an important healthcare city in each of these areas. In that way, I think we'll be contributing not only for the nation's foreign exchange, but the nations, they're saying India is first. That prestige healthcare will bring for the country. What IT has done, most commendable. The IT has given jobs for over a significant number of people. I think this is what healthcare will do. Immediately they need 8 million people. By 1940s they need nearly 38 million people. Who no other country can give. Only India can give that. So I think, with all your support, you have all supported us all these years. And in the international media, if they don't know in US what they think is Indian healthcare is cheap because we are charging 25% of their cost. But they are not understood. Our outcomes are better, our care compassion for the patient care is far superior. So I'm happy. I started this 40 years ago. Little did I know that I can start a hospital. I was purely a physician, cardiologist, but the team made it. I selected the right team today on day one, and it's growing from 150 beds. Today we are about 12,000 beds. And another 3 years we'll have another 6,000 beds. We brought the proton for the first time. Yesterday in the board meeting, I said we'll put it in another 2 or 3 cities, proton. So I think because this proton is full, and this is where I think I admire our doctors, our nurses, supporting staff, and more importantly the manager. But with all of these, we are what we are because we have the best possible technology. If any technology comes, Apollo is the first one to bring that to the country. You know, I told you the first CT was brought by Apollo. Today there are over 2,000 CT. First the MRI we bought, there are a few hundreds of MRIs in the country. We got proton, then government also has one proton center in Bombay. Now we will have 2 or 3 more centers in a short time. So adaptation of technology, and this is where I admire my team, our doctors. You know, if they want, they go for a little training and a newer technology. But today they are doing cross training. You know, Hyderabad people comes here for something special, or our people go to Hyderabad or Delhi or whatever. So we are able to cross train. But if something newer comes in, because, for example, there are many things that are expected. There's going to be a major technological change, like flash therapy. If this comes, it's a great advantage to the patient. But we must be able to adapt it. All that I can promise is Apollo will install. You know, we will not hesitate to invest in newer technology because every technology that we brought, it made a difference for the patient and for the nation.
Apollo, any
Future plans, as I told you, we are putting up 6 new super specialty hospitals across India. One in Chennai, one in Hyderabad, one in Delhi, Bombay, going on, one more in Bangalore. And I told you 2 more protons, 2 or 3 more protons for these cities, so they don't have to come from there. And the biggest future is we will adopt anything that is developed. Like the new thing that's going to happen is the flash therapy. And I assure you, we'll be the first one to have, when it is beyond, today it's in the research side. Once it becomes practical, and if FDA clearance, if you can get, we will do that. Thank you all. This, because I feel so bad when young people come in their own car, they don't reach the hospital. But if they only telephone the ambulance, it would have been there in about 6-7 minutes. Ours is the first ambulance with 4 letters, 1066. If they dial 1066, the 2 people in the ambulance are our driver and associate. Both are trained people. They can do all possible things, and equipment is in the ambulance. So the care now, 5 years ago, we started adding telemedicine to it. So they get connected to the doctor. Today, most of our ambulances have got artificial intelligence. That directly the doctor will be seeing what's happening with the patient and care as though he is in the emergency room. He is seeing the patient and treating him. He can treat like that. So that, unfortunately, the few patients who cannot reach the hospital because of the time gap and the traffic, so that will not happen. The treatment will start at home and he will be brought safe to the hospital. And all that they need is, they can call Apollo 24/7 or they can directly dial 1066 across the country. Across the country with the ambulances, and always, you know, the team there, those 2 people are well trained. First we trained by Stanford, but now we are training others.
So it means Apollo on wings?
When it's necessary, we will do that. And that's one thing we want to do. The next thing is to connect these nursing homes. We have a huge command station. One of you sometime might see the first biggest command station where we can take nearly 10,000 calls a day from any emergencies anywhere in the country. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to give this to the nursing home, because first thing they go to the nursing home. If they go to nursing home is connected with us. Our doctors will be able to give. And it's all artificial intelligence. So it's a complete picture. So the treatment will start for him. 90% he will get well there. And if he wants to go, he can go to any tertiary care. He doesn't have to come to Apollo. He is welcome to come to Apollo, but it's not necessary. If some other hospital is convenient to him, he can go there. But that advice is what he will immediately get.